What's happening? Heck? Uh, it's like, can you observe the times, man? Do you know the time in which we live? Do you get it? You know what I'm saying? See a lot of people out here, man. It's like they're so, I don't know, man. They're just so going through the motions that they just can't see. You know, it's like you're too distracted, man, to realize how far down the line we are and how close we are to global catechism. Uh, and upheaval. And basically, it's the four horsemen of the apocalypse, man. Like I said, I've been getting strongly pressed about the black horse, and now all of a sudden I'm hearing about uh, uh, China, like they're starting to entertain war with America. That's red horse of the apocalypse. You know what I'm saying? And then now we're seeing they're releasing anthrax. They're talking about all these plagues. You see all these animals dying. You see Fukushima wormwood killing off the ocean, birds falling out the sky. You got all these natural disasters, some of them man-made, created, not what they would say because it's because of the people farting in India is the reason why there's tornadoes here. We got to kill them. That's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about HARP, HAARP, High Active Aurora Research Project, and geothermal engineering, geo pertaining to the globe, thermal, heat, engineering means you're messing with it, you're engineering, uh, and chemtrails, things of this nature. All these things are going on, and they are contributing to this crazy weather. And also with the CERN machine, these global, we never had global wide earthquakes and volcanoes before. And it's no coincidence these things are happening at the same time they started messing with. I mean, they're looking for the building blocks of the universe. Okay. Uh, and they're supposedly being able to rent the veil of time and space. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, this is heavy stuff going on here. And look, some of these upheavals you're seeing are part of this. It's also part of God's judgment. It's like I'm watching India just crumble, man, just getting rocked. I seen that idol under those that rubble, and and my spirit felt good when I saw that. But then it felt bad for all the people that were under the rubble as well. But it's because of that idol. A lot of those people ended up under them rocks. Uh, and I see this doctrine that comes out of India that don't hurt the animals, don't eat any meat. And I see how many people this has poisoned their minds. And in India, they killed like 500,000 dolphins, 500,000 buffaloes to some idol. Yet they won't let you eat the cow, but they can just slaughter a cow and let it rot on the ground. It's hypocritical, you know. And you're also taking people, neighbors, and teaching them your doctrines of caste system. You know what I'm saying? And leading them astray. And that's why I see these things happening over there for sure. America's not no better, man. I mean, occultists have turned our leaders into our idols. You know, like you see those statues of Lincoln and statues of different historical figures. They were good people to some extent, and they did some decent things. But listen, they were just men, like me and you. When you look at other men and you think, and you covet him, you turn him into an idol. He's just a man like you. Maybe they were a little more cutthroat and connivery, you know what I'm saying, and willing to get to brass tacks or whatnot. Uh, sometimes we put them on a pedestal when it's like, nah, this was just opportunists, and they're working in concert with occultists. They were getting leaked stratagems, and they were getting fostered. You know what I'm saying? For a future purpose. It's like, look, it's like Hansel and Gretel. You got these two kids in this thing, and you keep feeding them because you're waiting for them to get fat so you can eat them. I think America, to some extent, it seems like there was a dark agenda right along with the good agenda to do this to us. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of makes you question the whole system in itself. I mean, I'm not going to trade my local tyrants in bondage for global bondage and global tyrants who don't give a flying fuckery about me or you. They ain't got no tie. I mean, why would you go ally yourself with people who are alien to you? And they very well could be alien, reptilianoid, demonically possessed, inspired individuals. Because if you read the occultist literature, they surely were influenced by demonic forces and powers and principalities. Those ascended masters and the theosophist doctrine. You are your own God. Your humanism, secularism, apotheosis. And dude, look at all this with all these doctrines of science. Why is our world crumbling? Why is there bondage everywhere? Why is there all this craziness? Because you fail to recognize the day and times in which we live. We are in the end. There's not much time left for this. There's post-apocalyptic people that are going to be around, which is going to be a totally new way of life. There's going to be a global technocracy, according to the Bible, not just Alex Jones always saying this stuff. He's right about that. I mean, he's right about a lot of stuff. I mean, regardless if you like him or not, regardless of what you got to say about the guy, he's right most of the time. You know what I'm saying? He speculates. You could speculate on things that doesn't make you nothing bad. I mean, at least you're thinking about things in these where other people are afraid to tread. People tread there, and that's one person who does it. So I mean, as far as that goes, I can't say nothing bad about that. It's like he pointed to things off on the horizon, and we looked, and they're there. You know what I'm saying? They're here. They're here now. It's like listen, Armageddon isn't coming. It's upon us. This Jade Helm, people keep trying to downplay it, upplay it, whatever. No, what it really is, once it starts, it never ends. And it's a prelude to something else. What it is, they know they're gonna implode the economy. There's your black horse. Know this is coming. But they can hide the fact that they caused the global stock market crash, like they did in the Great Depression, by war, global war. All they'll just blame it on the war. No, war makes money for somebody. So you can't blame war on becoming poor. It's just the hoarder of the money is the one responsible, and the orchestrator of the war to hoard the money and the food. It even says in the Bible that, look, your laborers have come to your estate, and they're reaping down your fields that you have kept back by fraud. It says that in the Bible. And it says you rich won't be able to eat your gold and your silver neither at some point. And you're going to be hiding in the rocks. You know what I'm saying? Like those idols under that rock in India. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they got this new thing coming out called the Freedom Act. How Orwellian is that? That means they're coming to take freedom from the earth. The red horse, apocalypse, white horse, come forth to conquer and to conquer. You got the war on poverty. The war on poverty means that, oh, watch out. They're about to send jobs to China. People are about to be poor. They're about to increase inflation. The war on education. Well, now they got Common Core, communist, mumbo jumbo, juju-ry. In school, they're teaching the kids. And all this sodomite-like behavior. This real sodomy. Like, whoa. Like, people should be blushing about the stuff going on in school. You know what I'm saying? With kids. That's a subject that it just doesn't connect. It doesn't compute in the mind, but yet they're trying to make it. They're trying to force something that don't fit somewhere. They're trying to force it. You can use your imagination on that. Then you got your war on poverty, more poverty than ever. You know what I'm saying? Now the homeless go to the FEMA camp. They're disappearing off the streets. They're black bagging the homeless. And then you had all these movies with this propaganda, like that movie about time jumping with Bruce Willis. And anyone who they see walking through fields, they're trying to kill them because, you're not paying taxes. You know what I'm saying? It's all Orwellian double speech, man. The war on drugs means, hey, get ready. Uncle Sam's got a package coming from Afghanistan to Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Or, something's coming in from Colombia, from the CIA. That's the war. That's your war on drugs, which means the shipment's coming in. be ready. Uh, the Patriot Act was put out there so they could attack the Patriots. But they did it under the guise of going after terrorists that don't exist, that they created, boogeymans they created, like Tim Osman Osama, and Siyasa, ISIS. When you know there's too many, you know the intelligence agency always goes to other countries and radicalizes someone and uses them as a tool of war. And then, us here in America, we don't know who's over there in the desert. We don't know if those aren't, like I said, man, just a conglomerate of internationalist mercenaries, just all dressed in the local gear, saying they're a group. We don't know. We ain't there. You see how the people on news always do green screen and they lie. Babies thrown out the incubators. Get Saddam. That's your war. That's your war on terror. And then it came after the patriots here in America. The Christians, the gun owners, homeschoolers, small business is gone. I don't even see small business very much over here in America anymore because it's becoming centralized. It's becoming merger of corporations and state. That's Musini. That's what he said. He said fascism is better defined as corporatism. It's corporations, man. When corporations make all the money and the rules because they own the government, they can hijack a government just the same way that a corporate merger. These people with money, oh, we want to help your system, so we put in this money, but over time we're going to buy you out, and now it's still going to have your name, but yet it's a foreign entity that owns the name. So you just think the name is you, but it's not. It's the foreign entity through the corporate merger done bought out the whole company and gutted it, and it's just a ghost. It's a Ponzi scheme. It's a pyramid scheme. All these things, man, really, it's really Orwellian these days. That's as simple as it is. You just look at a thing, they say war on drugs, it means they're bringing in the drugs. War on poverty, they're creating poverty. War on terror, they are the terrorists. Now they got the Freedom Act. That means they're going to take away freedom. It's not profitable to liberate you in these people's system because you're just a commodity. You've been commodified. Commodification. Legalese, law of the sea, straw man, a maritime amnesty law. This is the legalese that they've tricked us through, like corporate mergers. But yeah, dude, we're in the end. A lot of people I respect a lot. It's just they're saying, oh, I think it's gonna end 2025, this and that. It's like, dude, it's ending right now, and we're watching it every day. The more disasters you see, it's coming. Only a hypocrite cannot discern the time. You know what I'm saying? If you say you're a biblical follower, but you don't see that the red horse and the white horse and the black horse and the pale horse is upon us, or it's at the door, and it is upon us, man. You can see, man, they're setting it up, and you're afraid to commit. Listen, you see a tyrannical, dictatorial person in office, and then Jade Helms going on at the same time. Come on, dude. These things are not separate issues. It's the same issue. It's the same push. You know what I'm saying? It's the same push. It's full scale dominant. Full spectrum dominance, man. They're here. Let me explain some of these. Look, Iron Mountain report, Rex 84, Operation North Woods, Silent Weapons for Silent Wars, Protocols of Zion, the Talmud, the Albert Pike W3 letter to Musini, the Illuminati documents that got found by the guy who got struck by lightning. These are all eye-opening things that are the Willie Lynch papers. There's another one. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole treasure trove of documents that shows you their agenda and their plans, and they are sticking to this plan. I mean, it's not set in stone. It's multifaceted. It's like, okay, say you're fighting off all these arms of the Hydra, right? Well, you only got 2 arms and 2 feet. You could fight off 7 arms of that dang Hydra, but that 8th one is like a scorpion tail. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we're in those times. You better get right.